So today's video is all about basic sewing tools that you actually need. Not what you want, what you need. Of course, we are going to be starting with the hand sewing needle. This is a basic sewing tool that you will need as a beginner. Remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is to be better than yesterday. So we are only going to learn by practice and not magic. Have pieces of scraps here that I already cut, so I'm going to be filling it in here. So after I've filled it with my scraps and I feel like I can't load anymore, I am going to close this by hand sewing it again. To make a straight line while closing your simple project. This is basically anti-stitching. It's not that firm like machine sewing, but by practice you can get to sew handmade pieces even stronger. So at the finishing line you have to make sure it is locked up very well. This size's needle is 90/14. It's the size of the needle down here. So these needles come in a pack. They look like this. Is a machine sewing needle. I don't know if the next thing you'll need is a measuring tape, and this will help you take your measurements. This is basically for measuring, and that's why maybe it's called a measuring tape. The book. This book will help you in writing down your measurements and taking some notes, drawing some sketches and bringing your ideas to life. So this book will be of great use. So this was me sketching out. It's not perfect, but I'm not good at sketching, but these are my sketches trying to bring my ideas to life. This is a rubber that I use most of the times when I'm just rubbing. A mark pen, be it a pencil, will be of great use because you're going to be making lines and drawing. It just makes everything clearly and visible. So this is it. And the next thing you'll be needing are rollers. There are so many types of rulers, and you can grab what you can afford, what you can have. So this is basically a long ruler, and it's used to draw parallel lines, straight lines. This is of great use, and there are some hip rulers here, basically for the down part of the construction. So drafting some pants, you will be needing this. Drafting some skirts patterns, you'll be needing this. It imitates the shape of the hips. So let's assume we're drafting our skirt. This is our waistline. These hip rulers are going to mimic out the shape of the hips. Just something curvish. It can be used in several projects. This is a ruler I made myself because I didn't have a French curve armhole. This was me trying out to understand a pattern and draft a pattern, so it's not a big deal, but hey, I'm so proud. So these French curves, rulers help in these curves in case. So I made a couple of these rulers. I have this, I have this, and all I did was searching for PDF pattern rulers. I downloaded it and went on and printed it out. So if you don't have these French curve rulers, no worry. Go download a PDF pattern for the ruler. And if you have a printer, you can print it. If you don't have a printer, you can go outside and they print it for you, so that you can make yourself some good curved rulers like this. You don't need to buy everything. Sometimes you have to improvise and be resourceful. So I printed this out. I cut out my patterns. So this was my sample. After I made this, I had to cut it on something that was more firm, not like this paper. You can cut this out of plastic, or if you have a plywood, this will be better. It will be firm as a ruler. And if you have these boxes, you can just go on and make your own rulers. It will be so fun and you'll be so proud of yourself. That is, yes, something that you will use to mark your fabric. So this is a tailor's chalk, and it is used to make markers on fabric. Did you see that? Did you see this? So for literally for marking, so that you get to see where your scissors will cut. Safety pin. Most of the time when dealing with elastics, elastic waistbands, to use, so you can have it too. Another useful tool to have is a seam ripper, and this is basically used to rip off seams. Like I have my example here. It's a panty's leg that I cut out. So if you want to rip this seam, you just need a seam ripper to do it. I don't know if you guys can see me clearly, but all you do is and it will be ripping. So this is a tracing wheel. You can have it or you cannot have it. This is basically for tracing out. If you're dealing with patterns, this will be a great use because you just make a copy. The choice is yours. These are of course pennies, and these are used to hold and attach something together. Like these seams we unripped before. Like these seams we ripped before. You can grab your pin and just in keeping two fabric pieces together. When you're a beginner, you need this because the fabric will be flipping all over and you don't want to miss your project. So if you have these pins, you can pin everything in place on a sewing machine, and will be the scissors. You see I have two different scissors here, and this is basically paper scissor and this is fabric scissor. So I use this only for fabric. I don't use it for any other project. And if I'm cutting paper, crafting some stuff, cutting plastic and everything that is not fabric, I'm using this. You need some fabric for you to start designing or crafting something. You're going to need some pieces of fabric. It can be scraps, it can be old t-shirt, it can be anything. You don't have to go and buy some fancy fabric for you to start. You are just a beginner. You have to be budget friendly because you're just learning and not selling anything yet. If you use all the money to buy this beautiful stuff and you ruin them, that won't feel good. So in practicing, start with we all have pairs of pants that we no longer use, the t-shirts. Start with stuff that you already have, and if you progress and improve or be better, you can go on and upgrade. This is a sewing machine. This is sewing machine oil. It is basic for machines. You can use it in padlocks, you can use it in bicycles. So it's basically for the machines. The tool that you will be needing is an ironing box, and this is it. This will help you in ironing clothes and making perfect designs, because you'll be doing a lot of ironing Another thing that you need is the screwdriver. It will help you in changing your needle. This is a phone that I use its calculator to do my math while I'm sewing. At any measurement that I have to divide or plus or subtract, I will use this phone's calculator for me to get my measurements right. So you will be needing a calculator. If you don't have a calculator in particular, you can use your phone's calculator. We are trying to be resourceful and money management as beginners. So you can use your phone's calculator too, it works. And lastly is a sewing machine. This is my basic sewing machine. I love it for so many reasons. I didn't have it as a new machine, so I didn't have the money to read on. So me operating it, I had to go and see a couple of YouTube videos on how to thread and operate a sewing machine as a beginner. So here we are. This is my sewing machine. It's portable. You can carry it from one place to another. So those are basically the things that you will be needing as a beginner.